Hello everybody. Alright, we are now live. I'm really sorry for the 5-minute cut delay. Is everyone there? Send me a hi in the chat so we can see that my stream is working properly or not. Hi Mahima, hi Priyanshu, hi Shruti. Priyanshu, the 210 is not the cutoff. Come on, be realistic. But yo Anshit, how are you? Hi Prerna, hi Kushagra, hi Balaka. Alright, guys, firstly, thank you so much. Okay, wait, my hair looks so horrible. Okay. Hi Abhishek, let me go through the chat. I'm really sorry for the delay once more. We'll be having Saksham, we'll be having Swapnil. Everyone is going to join. We're all going to have a really fun time together. Alright, Tim, cutoffs to bahut kam hogi, seen that marks were concentrated only in top 200s. No. We had around 6-7 people in the top 200s, but the cutoffs is definitely not going to be that. And one more thing, while we talk about cutoffs, do know that your cutoff is just an indication of being shortlisted to PI. Many people make the cutoffs, but they do not always qualify. So you need to maximize your marks. Do not be happy ki okay, cutoff ho gaya, I'm going to be relaxed. The next 2 months are going to be the real game. Even now, if you get 100 marks, it's not an issue. Yo Ainesh, how are you? So it's not about getting just, if you get 150 mark, it doesn't mean that you're going to get into Indore and that's guaranteed. Even if you get 200 mark, it's not guaranteed. Last time we had a lot of people doing that, but they were unable to qualify after the PI. So in this live, we'll be talking about the cutoffs, the prices, and giving you a strategy for the mock. I want all of you to participate in a quick experiment with me. How many of you think 60% is a really good score for board exams? How many of you think that? Come on, give me a yes or a no. Is 60% a good score for board exam? Hello, Saksham. All that, Akshar is saying no, Pratik is saying no, Harshit is laughing, Anshit is saying no, everybody's saying no. Now, what I want to tell you and what kind of thing I want to bring in your mind is key. 60% in boards is horrible, but 60% in the IPMAT is going to make you better than our topper. So what does this mean? Even Swapnil, if he sits, cannot solve all the 40 questions in MCQ properly, accurately in the short period of time. What would he do? He's going to pick questions that he knows, and he's going to solve only that. I have a friend who was struggling with mock Sky MCQ. What did she do? She was like, forget the 40 questions. I'm not going to be in that stress, because she has been, put in that zone by CBSE that I am going to get all of them right one by one. But she chooses 10 questions. She goes with 10 questions to her aim is to only answer 10 questions. And where is the chat? Is everyone so silent right now, or is not loading on my end? Cool, huh? So choose 10 questions, do it properly, and you're good to go. Exactly, Aman, we need to eliminate questions. And when I went through a lot of random students' the mock attempts, many people have spent 400 seconds, 500 seconds, and even 600 seconds trying to solve one question which they don't answer at the end. Right. Seconds. Harshit from 2023 got 120 marks in mock. Very good. Jaldi se cutoff bolo. Okay, cool. So for the cutoffs, we'll be having Swapnil saying that, because Swapnil has the cutoff in his Excel sheet. Right? Till Swapnil comes from his office, we will have a talk. If you have any questions, you can leave it, and I'm going to go through the feedback form, what you have sent, and we're going to talk about that. But to give you an idea, as per our conversation with Swapnil, he told me that people, when they give the cutoff in Indore, it's sectional. So that is one very important thing. So if you have sectional cutoffs, lower the timer for slow mode later, not now, because the chat goes crazy. When you have sectional cutoffs, let me not look at the chat, let me tell you this, let me finish my point. When you have sectional cutoffs, we need to make sure that everyone's score is taken into consideration. And that's why it took a lot of time. This session will be of 1.5 hours at max. So let me start answering questions. This Swapnil message, I hope Swapnil came and Swapnil has messaged me or not. Nope, not yet. He'll be coming in 10 minutes. So let me start answering questions that he comes. Is parabola, ellipse and hyperbola in IPMAT Indore syllabus? I don't believe a question has come so far, so not yet. How many more All India mocks? We'll be having 2 or 3 more mocks after our exams, after your board exams. So yes. I don't have extracurriculars in my 12th, so if I have knowledge about stock market, will it help me in interview? For sure. If you're talking about Ranchi, they just want to see that you have a personality. So please, please, please tell them ki I know stock markets, I love stock markets. Show them your interest in the same. Yogesh is asking a very nice question. If one does not know anything, can they still do it? And what I want to tell here is, yes, your question should be, how can I do it now? Right? So in the last 60 days, you guys will need to be super Saiyans. You guys will need to be madmen who are studying day and night and revising the same. And only that is going to help you out. Now to do that, you will need to choose and prepare a proper planner. You will need to make sure that you have a systematic approach, that every day I'm going to do 20 questions, 30 questions, and people who are part of AceIPM, we have a revision module for you from every question, from every chapter. We are going to pick every type of question available and we are going to go about it, right? So right now, all of you try to maximize your score in the IPMAT. PI के बारे में भी सोचो मत, क्योंकि PI you'll get a chance to give PI only once you क्या बोलते हैं, once you clear the cutoffs, right? Harshika asks, I don't really have co-curriculars. Do I stand a chance in clearing PI? Yes, you do. You don't really need to have co-curriculars for colleges. You just need to show that, hey, I have a personality, I'm open to doing things, and you are going to love me in your college. Number 1. Now, we have a very similar question by Prerna. What would be a safe score for Indore? 200 plus, please. That is to satisfy your curiosity. And a lot of people said that the mock was very difficult, the AceIPM All India mock. So I'm going to make a poll over here. How difficult, what was the level of difficulty of the All India mock? So give me out of that, very difficult, difficult, medium, easy. So many people had sent in the feedback form that we floated yesterday that they found the mock to be very difficult, and the mocks they had given earlier from different institutions were definitely not of this level. And then there's this huge confusion. Is the mock of actual IPMAT Indore level? And to that I would like to say yes, it is. Because last year when I gave the exam, a lot of people after coming out, they were like, bro, MCQ itna mushkil tha. MCQ is so goddamn difficult. MCQ is difficult. And you know why they find it difficult? Because those people were like me who wasted 10-15 minutes in 1, 2, 3 questions which they could not solve. And because of that, they didn't even get a chance to see other questions. So it's not about difficulty, and your point is not about, IPMAT is not an evaluation exam. It's an elimination exam. So understand that and change your thought process. Make sure that you understand how your mental stability is going to be. Right. So we have results of the poll. I'm glad many of you are saying it's difficult and not very difficult, or that would be really sad at this stage. Abhi, there will be DI set. And I believe a previous question was, Why were there no graphs and bars? And to that, I would like to say in 2020, you had a big table with stock market cutting. In 2021, you had a tournament set. So just because it's DI doesn't mean it's going to be bar graphs and sets and whatnot. Will the people for 2022 will be of 400 marks. Right. Just 1 second. And the reason for slow mood, all of you, is because last time we had a lot of spam. So Swapnil has come, so all of you hit the like button, and I'm going to switch the screen to Swapnil. So over to him. Alright, Swapnil, can you hear me? You're on mute.
Okay, can you hear me?
1 second. Now let me just switch to OBS first.
Can you see my screen?
हाँ, I can see your screen. 1 second. OBS set कर देता हूँ मैं.
Okay, fair enough. Is this going live or what?
Live है, पूरा live है.
Okay, I need to do that, like, I can't open my YouTube on none of the device, right? So that's the whole thing. I don't even know what comments are coming. They would be like always late or something like that. Just let me know my screen is visible. I'm having the mock as well as that notepad, like the iPad screen. Bhavesh, is there? Okay. Can you see my screen as well? And like, okay, I hope. Hello everyone, and you can like bitch about me right now. I can't see your screen. Okay, Bhavesh, mute yourself. I can hear my own voice. Yeah. So yeah, I hope so. My screen as well as mock is visible. So what live analysis, what we talk about is, my aim is that to let you know that when a mock comes in front of a person like me, what my approach is. Do I get like pressurized or what kind of an what ये जो बार आपने 50 वीडियोस में सुन लिया होगा different strategies and all, तो उनको मैं actual mock में कैसे face करता हूँ वो experience करने के लिए I'm trying to that's why this whole time it took because of I was trying to share my mock as well as at the same time I wanted to share this solving part as well. So at least you can see me what kind of a decision I'm directly making. Okay, just a sec. I've opened myself so to see if there are any comments. Okay, don't need to ask everyone's mark, Saumadeep Saha, because you have to know your own marks. That's what more counts. Because आज आप किसी और के marks पता भी कर लोगे. One of the students actually attempted the mock after solving it, after looking at the solution. So don't compare everyone's marks with yours. Just focus on yourself. Okay, so let's come to the फटाफट थोड़ा technical वाला part पे आते हैं. Let's look at what let's say I started my take test. Okay, first and foremost, I hope Bhavesh have highlighted the fact that how important it is to read the instructions. Take your time, read the instructions. Warning, itna bada likha hua tha, but still I remember some of the people actually submitted the entire paper. So please make sure that you're reading the instruction. Now the fact, let's say mock start हो गया. Okay, now I have to be chill. अब मैं जब फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन रीड कर रहा हूं मेरे दिमाग में एक थॉट आना चाहिए. आई रेड लॉग एक्स लॉग स्क्वायर. ओके, लॉग के ऊपर क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है, मैं थोड़ा सा लिख भी सकता हूँ, ऐसे कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं. ओके, यहाँ पे तो हैंडराइटिंग अभी अच्छी आएगी नहीं, बट हाँ लॉग के ऊपर है लॉग स्क्वायर एक्स लॉग 3 लॉग एक्स, तो शायद हो सकता है फर्स्ट राउंड में, हो सकता है नहीं भी हो सकता है. अगर मुझे उसी वक्त कॉन्फिडेंट फील हो रहा है हो सकता है, बट लॉग है, लेट्स से कि अभी के लिए मुझे लगता है नहीं होगा, बट मुझे इतना पता है यार ये तो लॉग है, मुझे आता है, आई क्या करूंगा, मार्क फॉर रिव्यू. सेकंड क्वेश्चन देखता हूं, a1 - 2 an+1 + n+2, ये कौन सा क्वेश्चन है. आप ये होता है आपका अगर कंसेप्चुअल गैप नहीं है तो आपको इमीडिएटली टॉपिक का नाम बताओ मुझे चैट में. कैन एनीवन टेल मी द टॉपिक्स. हाँ, मैं सब गिफ्ट वगैरह भी सब बताएंगे. which वो कट ऑफ टेल करो यार. अच्छा कट ऑफ भी बताइए. इंग्लिश प्लीज भैया, इंग्लिश प्लीज. ओके, यू वांट माय सेशन टू बी इन इंग्लिश. ओके, डेफिनेटली. एपी be more specific. What topic is this? Iterative. This is what I want. Iterative series. This is the first thought that should come in your head. In actual IPMAT 21 paper, also the second question was on iterative series. So I hope to, at least you can relate to the fact that this is of iterative. Iterative में क्या होता था, एक पैटर्न आता था. तो भले ही मेरे सामने से अभी 2 मिनट जा चुके हैं, बट आई एम नॉट प्रेशराइज. मुझे पता है आइटरेटिव का है, मुझसे बन जाते हैं. मार्क फॉर रिव्यू. दोनों क्वेश्चन छोड़ दिए. फिर क्या देखता हूँ, 1/x³ -21x -20. अगेन अ बैड इनइक्वालिटी. मैं क्या करूंगा, अभी भी मुझे आता है ये चैप्टर. मार्क फॉर रिव्यू. मैं 1 मिनट के अंदर ऑलरेडी 3 क्वेश्चन छोड़ चुका हूं. डज दैट मीन मेरा पेपर खराब हो गया? नहीं. राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट ऑफ 20 फैक्टोरियल. नंबर सिस्टम आता है मुझे. नंबर सिस्टम में 20 फैक्टोरियल के अंदर थोड़ा थोड़ा पता है कि हाँ राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट्स की बात कर रहे हैं, तो मैं सारे 10 काउंट कर लेता हूं. मैं सारे 10 काउंट कर लेता हूं. और अगर मेरे दिमाग में स्टेप्स है बट फाइनल आंसर नहीं दिख रहा है, I'll tell you the cutoff, Nikhil. Just wait a sec. Let me, finish at least the part that I promised a lot of students to do today. ठीक है. फिर देखता हूं मैं. Okay, by what percent the cost of an item should be increased? That the cost price of a shopkeeper gives 12% discount on mark price. Gives 2 articles. Again not. ये तो मुझे लैंग्वेज ही अजीब लग रहा है. Even मेरा अच्छा है, but मैं इस क्वेश्चन को डायरेक्टली स्किप कर दूंगा. I didn't even want to come back right now. Again a pay bill. Long question. शायद हो जाए शायद ना हो, अभी के लिए छोड़ूंगा. AP A1 क्या दिया हुआ है? लेट्स से A दिया हुआ है मुझे. कितना दिया हुआ है? कट ऑफ. सबको कट ऑफ जानना है, पहले कट ऑफ बताना है. ओके, लेट मी स्क्रीन. मैंने कट ऑफ भी लिख रखा है ना. मैं टाइमर को चलते हुए रेक कर भी यहाँ पे आपको दिखा सकता था कि किस तरह हम 40 मिनट में कितने क्वेश्चन. सब मार्क फॉर रिव्यू. द पॉइंट इज that in the first 5 minutes as well, I know that which question can I do it in the immediately in seconds. Can I see that I can do it in seconds? No. This one not at all in seconds. So I may not get even a single question in seconds also. हाँ, तो इजी क्वेश्चन है. अगर शायद आपको उस वक्त पे क्लिक हो गया तो शायद आपके लिए उस वक्त पे इजी है. ओके, हियर कम्स माय फर्स्ट राउंड 1 क्वेश्चन. व्हिच क्वेश्चन इज दिस बेस्ड ऑन? सर नो हिंदी इंपोजिशन प्लीज. ओके भैया, सॉल्व करते रहो. वो मिक्स्ड फ्रैक्चर था ना. Now, when I see this question, this is round 1 for me. Why this is round 1 for me? Because there is mod plus mod plus mod plus mod. This is directly based on friends approach. ये मेरा फर्स्ट राउंड, ये मेरा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट हुआ है. अब देख रहे हैं मैंने सारे क्वेश्चन छोड़ दिए और अब जाके मैं पहला क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट कर रहा हूँ. Okay, I have left all the question and I am doing my first question that is based on a friends approach. What is that given? x1 दिया हुआ है ना, mod of x minus 1. मुझे दिख रहा है लीस्ट वैल्यू पता करनी है. Least value of f of x lies on the odd friend that is at 0 at x equals to 0. है ना. मैं मैनुअली रख सकता हूं. I can keep 0 in all of them. फर्स्ट से आएगा 3, फिर आएगा 2, फिर आएगा 1, फिर आएगा 0, फिर आएगा 1, फिर आएगा 2, फिर आएगा 3. This is 6 plus 6 12. 12 divided by 7. Remainder कितना आ रहा है? 5. This is my first question that I'm attempting in the paper and I'm still confident. This is what I want you to carry. Okay, 3-digit number arranged in reverse digit, original number increases by. Again थोड़ा केसेस बनाना होगा बट हो सकता है. मार्क फॉर रिव्यू. कारपेंटर 120 चेयर्स इन 15 आवर्स. ठीक है, तो A plus B plus C 120 चेयर्स इन 15 आवर्स. तो रेट आ जाएगा इनका. हाँ ठीक है, ये भी हो जाएगा B plus C plus D. I can read and write it. Then this is a direct question for me. C plus D plus A. How many? 80 chairs in 80 hours. फिर क्या दिया हुआ है? A plus B plus D. 132 चेयर्स इन 12 आवर्स. ये सब क्या देगा मुझे? सर मैक्स बीच वाले में लिया करेंगे ना. हाँ, एक्चुअली दिस इज अ थ्योरी. इफ देयर आर ऑड नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन थे, if there are odd number of friends, we have to take on the middle friend. That's why I want you to study at least the theory part. अब क्या है? I know that this will give me my rate of 8, rate of 7, rate of 10, rate of 11. Okay, fair enough. A plus B plus C, B plus C plus D, C plus D plus A plus B plus D. अब मुझे दिख रहा है कि आप थोड़ा हैंडराइटिंग के साथ एडजस्ट करना. If there is a negative marking, no, still मैं MCQ सेक्शन में भी सेम अप्रोच करूंगा. मैं आपसे बात करते हुए अटेम्प्ट कर रहा हूँ लिटरली. I know there are 2 A's. Okay, 3 A's, 3 B's, 3 C's, 3 D. ठीक है, तो 3 of A plus B plus C plus D is equals to 8, 7, 15, 25, 25 plus 11, 36. तो A plus B plus C plus D का रेट आ गया मेरे पास. आप देख रहे हैं मैं वही क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट कर रहा हूं जो मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं डायरेक्टली कर सकता हूं. सर आपने तो MRT सिखा रखा है, वो अप्लाई करो बेटा. That's why you don't need to learn literally theories. You have to be little bit more concise about what question it is about. You have to change the way you are solving depending on the language of the same question. अब अगर मैं इसमें एमआरटी बनाता हूं तो वो एमआरटी के अंदर यहाँ पे बस a प्लस बी प्लस सी लिखा जाएगा। ओके, हाँ, सो Nilavan, I am saying that you don't need to fix one simple method for a single question, for every question. भैया पैनिक हो जाता है मॉक में, सब कूल लूज हो जाता है। अरे बेटा, तुम अगर 2 क्वेश्चन भी अटेम्प्ट करते हो ना, मेरी बात समझना, अभी तुम्हारे 80 मतलब 40 मिनट में 40 नंबर आ रहे हैं क्या? लेट मी नो। टिम, 40 मिनट में 40 नंबर आ रहे हैं क्या अभी रिसेंटली? Okay, what I mean is that if you realize that even if you get 1 mark in every single minute, that's also gets you in a very good place. So even after 8 minutes, I'm able to get 2 questions right. 2 questions in 8 minutes. Oh, sir, yes, you will be getting recording. The point is, even if you get 2 questions right in 8 minutes as well, that is like 8 marks. Okay, so the whole thing is you don't need to be Rishit, everyone, please stay, wait for a bit, right? Okay, still you get 40 marks. So every minute you don't need to be worry. अब मैं 7 मिनट के बाद ही पैनिक नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मुझे a प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस डी का रेट पता चल गया है। आई हैव द रेट ऑफ b प्लस सी प्लस डी, तो रेट ऑफ a कितना हो जाएगा? 5। हम उससे पूछा क्या है? 35 चेयर, ये 35/5, 7। नो सर, स्लो मोड ऑन, कांट रिप्लाई फास्ट। ओके, स्लो मोड ऑन है, ओके ओके, आई एम रियली सॉरी। हाँ, so that's my point. I don't need to worry. अच्छा, ये क्वेश्चन, this is mixed of फंक्शन देखता हूँ, I just move to the next one, और इधर I can see it. Okay, अभी नहीं समझ आ रहा है, आगे बढ़ते हैं। In the class, student does not participate, set theory आता है but करूंगा नहीं। Okay, Anurag completes a rate in 15 minutes and both of them starting at the same time. However, Anurag gives a head start. Okay, नहीं, और मेरे को अंदर से फील आता है लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन। ओके, लॉग क्वेश्चन डेफिनेटली कर सकता हूँ मैं लॉग, ठीक है। सम ऑफ द क्यूब्स ऑफ 2 नंबर्स इज, अब मैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे देखता हूँ। सम ऑफ द क्यूब्स ऑफ 2 नंबर्स a cube plus b cube is 128. Okay, some of their reciprocals of their cubes is, okay, 1 upon a cube plus 1 upon b cube. Why did I even start writing? बाकी सब में क्यों नहीं लिखा? Because these type of questions are pretty small. For us, they are solvable in a limited amount of time. So that is why I'm asking you to keep your calmness. I have literally just attempted to, ये सबसे इजी क्वेश्चन था एग्जैक्टली सुमित। तो मेरे अंदर से फीलिंग आया कि यार ये तो करना चाहिए ना जब मैं आइडेंटिटी पढ़ता हूँ। माय होल पॉइंट इज कि मैंने अगले 10 मिनट में कुछ नहीं किया है, लिटरली इतने सारे क्वेश्चन छोड़ दिए हैं, सिर्फ 2 क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट किए हैं, फिर भी आई एम स्टिल इन अ गुड प्लेस। ठीक है, फिर भी आई एम स्टिल इन अ गुड प्लेस। व्हाई? बिकॉज एटलीस्ट आई नो दैट दीज 1 2 3 4 आर सॉल्वेबल, 12th 15th 17th आर सॉल्वेबल। Okay, now let's see 1 upon a cube, 1 upon a cube plus b cube, 1 upon a cube plus b cube. अरे ठीक है, ये थोड़ा सा डाइसी सा हो सकता है, वो भी है। हाँ, दैट्स द होल थिंग, देयर विल बी अ बायसनेस कि मैंने क्वेश्चन पेपर बनाया, बट स्टिल अगर आप देखते हैं, अच्छा ठीक है, अगर मैंने क्वेश्चन पेपर बनाया तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज वेरी इजी, है ना। अगर ये क्वेश्चन मैं ऐसे देखने जाऊं तो मैं फर्स्ट राउंड में अटेम्प्ट कर सकता था, बट स्टिल मैंने अपना एक नेचुरल ओपिनियन दिया। नेचुरल ओपिनियन इन द सेंस कि ये क्वेश्चन मैं देखकर एज एन एवरेज स्टूडेंट भी मैं देखकर इसको सेकंड राउंड में करना पसंद करता हूं, बिकॉज log स्क्वायर x है 3 log x है log x का होल स्क्वायर है, ठीक है। हाँ, कामनेस इज नेसेसरी, दैट्स एग्जैक्टली तुषार, दैट्स द पॉइंट। ओके, मैं 4 क्वेश्चन, अब मैं सेक्शन के बाहर आता हूँ, ठीक है। इफ के इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ 2 नेचुरल नंबर्स बिटवीन, अरे ये तो केसेस में नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स, चलो छोड़ो, अभी तो नहीं, अभी तो नहीं। ओके, सीरीज का एक क्वेश्चन है, ऐसे क्वेश्चन फिर भी दिख जाते हैं ना, ऐसे एटलीस्ट सीरीज को लिख लो, 3 4 3/4 18/8 23/16, है ना। ये था इजी बट थोड़ा लेंदी था। तो इफ यू थिंक, मैंने सोच लिया कि इजी है, अब मैंने स्टार्ट कर दिया, मैं स्टार्ट करता हूं। अभी देखो, ये भी बहुत बार आपके साथ होता होगा, व्हेन यू स्टार्ट अ क्वेश्चन यू थिंक कि आपसे हो जाता है, ठीक है। नाउ यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि आपसे क्वेश्चन हो जाता है, बट ऑल ऑफ अ सडन यू रियलाइज दैट यार ये तो क्वेश्चन बहुत लेंदी था। उस टाइम पे क्या करना है? दैट्स द डिसीजन यू नीड टू टेक, दिस डिसीजंस व्हाट्स काउंट। ठीक है, आपने देखा, अच्छा ये है, अच्छा आपको दिख रहा है 2 पावर 2 पावर 3 2 पावर 4, तो एटलीस्ट इतना हो सकता है, इतना तो मेरे दिमाग में आया, 2 पावर 0 फिर 2 पावर 1 3 इक्वल्स टू 2 पावर 2 18 अपॉन 2 पावर 3। ओके, नहीं नहीं नहीं, एपी में भी नहीं चल रहा है, पता नहीं क्या है ये। देखो यार, मतलब मुझे क्या समझ आता है कि मैं ये क्वेश्चन लीव करूंगा, अभी तो नहीं कर पा रहा, ठीक है, मैं वापस ऊपर चला जाऊंगा। आप देखो क्या हुआ है, इतना देर लगना नहीं चाहिए अगर मैं इंटरेक्शन नहीं करता। माय पॉइंट इज, अगर इतना, हाँ एजीपी था बट मुझे दिखा कि यार एपी में नहीं चल रहा है, अभी शायद क्लिक नहीं हो रहा है, अच्छा ये मेरी जो स्क्रीन पर है वो गलत है, ओके ओके लेट मी सी, शायद 13/4 होना चाहिए, इज दैट सो? I'll check Anish, I'll check. Okay, first of all let me give the whole dynamic thing. Okay, why there is a connection error? You don't seem to have an active internet. Wow. Okay, after paying so much for the net. Okay, my point is, please everyone focus, not focus on the each and every question. Okay, okay, मैं देखता हूँ. Exactly 11 minutes you have already selected the question you are confident with. That's the whole point. If you see, मैंने सिर्फ 2 ही क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करे, और अगर एक्चुअल मॉक की बात करूँ, this thing can be done in 5 minutes. This entire process can be done not more than 3 to 4 minutes. What I did, 2 question solved, very easy, very easy. कौन सा 11th and 13th? First 11 skipped, rest of them skipped, red. What does that mean? मेरा पेपर बिगड़ा हुआ है? No. फर्स्ट पे आता हूँ, दिस इज समथिंग आई लेफ्ट फॉर माई राउंड 2, दिस इज व्हाट आई मीन. अब मैं पेशेंस के साथ करूंगा ना, अब मुझे पता है कि ये क्वेश्चन तो मुझे धीरे धीरे करना ही है. फिर मैं करता हूँ log square x -3 log x. ओके, मैं लिखूंगा बाकायदा. ओके, log x square. ओके, अब ये क्या है? दीज आर द वंस दैट वी विल सॉल्व. ओके ओके, ये क्वेश्चन है जो मैं सॉल्व करूंगा अब. ओके ओके, log square x -3 log x log x square. अब देखता हूँ, अच्छा ये 2 log x हो जाता है, -4 है, ये log square x है, -3 log x है. ठीक है, एक चीज पक्की हो गई है, ये इधर आएगा. अब मेरा थोड़ा सा स्पीड हाई है, तो आप उसको अंडर एस्टिमेट, मतलब उसको थोड़ा सा इग्नोर करो, बिकॉज मैं तो ऑलरेडी हाँ, जैसे किसी बच्चे ने बताया था कि मैं पेपर बनाया हुआ हूँ. बट अगर आप इस क्वेश्चन को 1 मिनट में भी करते हैं, दैट्स अ गुड थिंग, राइट और रॉन्ग? ओके, इंग्लिश. हाँ, ओके, सही में एनालिसिस देखकर कॉन्फिडेंस आ रहा है. तो पेपर को इसी ऑर्डर से करो ना. मैंने लिटरली 2 क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करे, 18 छोड़ रखे हैं, 8 मार्क कर रखे हैं. मैं 20 क्वेश्चन में ये चीज कर रहा हूँ अभी 10 मिनट बाद, आई एम स्टिल कॉन्फिडेंट दैट कि मैं थोड़े बहुत कर लूंगा. y -4, y -1. These are the times when I ask you that ये steps अच्छा होता है लर्न करना. In life class, why I emphasize on, कोई बच्चा मुझसे बोलता है सर इसमें क्या टाइम सेव कर लेंगे हम. This is the actual time that you save. These 10 seconds adds on to your entire timeline of 40 minutes. ठीक है, मैं डायरेक्टली इसीलिए कर पा रहा हूं. ओके, ना y का वैल्यू 4 आ रहा है और 1 आ रहा है. अब मेरे पास log, मैंने क्या किया था, log base x, log अपॉलॉजीज, थोड़ा सा, log 10 of x equals to 4 और log 10 of x equals to 1. तो x का वैल्यू आएगा 10 पावर 4 और 10 पावर 1. तो मेरा क्या पूछा है? सम ऑफ ऑल पॉसिबल वैल्यू. कितने जीरो है? जीरोस कितने हैं? 4 जीरो. बट तीसरे से पहले एक 10 ऐड करना होगा ना, राइट? मैं कोई कंफर्मेशन कर लेंगे, आई डोंट वांट टू डू सिली मिस्टेक्स आफ्टर सॉल्विंग सो मच. हाँ ठीक है, फेयर इनफ. नेक्स्ट वन, व्हाट आई डिड, 1 मिनट हो चुका है, स्टिल डजंट मैटर. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट पेज पे जाते हैं. मैंने 3 क्वेश्चन करे हैं, टाइम कितना हो रहा है? 25 मिनट. स्टिल डजंट मैटर, सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है, पेपर में कुछ नहीं बिगड़ा है. मैं ये देखता हूँ, हाँ A1, ये मुझे आते हैं ऐसे टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि ये मैंने प्रैक्टिस, ये हमारा पास्ट प्रैक्टिस डिटरमाइन करता है कि उस टाइम को क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है, अब आएगा AN+1. अब बार बार आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन इन एग्जाम, वी कैन डू दिस इन रफ वर्क. आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन इन एग्जाम वेयर वी कैन डू दिस रफ वर्क. यू एक्चुअली गेट अ स्केच पैड. ओके, आपको एक पैड मिलता है वेयर यू हैव, एक्चुअली इन IPMAT यू गेट how he got y. Okay, Vedant, you see, I saw here log square x, है ना? अब ये स्क्रीन दिख रहा है मेरा, ये वाला देखना जो वर्किंग वाला है, log square x -3 log x, फिर log x थे, तो मैंने y log x की जगह पे y रख दिया, log x की जगह पे y रख दिया, दैट्स इट. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो अभिजीत, one of the great things that you should be, he assumed actually, हाँ that's the thing. हाँ, so अभिजीत, one of the things that you should appreciate yourself that at least मैंने 10 क्वेश्चन सिलेक्ट किए थे. देखो, मैंने एक क्वेश्चन सिलेक्ट किया था, मैंने सॉल्व किया. मैं ये क्वेश्चन सिलेक्ट किया हूं, मैं सॉल्व करूंगा. अगर ऐसे करके मैं 10 क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली सॉल्व करता हूं ना पेपर में. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट द राउंड स्ट्रैटेजी एक्चुअली मेंट. ओके, नाउ AN देखता हूं मैं, है ना? AN को अगर मैं देखता हूं, सर इतने एक्सप्लेनेशन के बाद ही 25 मिनट मेरे तो अपने आप कब पता चले जाते हैं. ओके ओके ओके, लेट मी स्टॉप. वो स्क्रीन बड़ा नहीं हो रहा. आई एम रियली सॉरी, आई ट्राइड इट, आई एम लिटरली स्ट्रगलिंग बिफोर द क्लास, सो प्लीज एडजस्ट इट, है ना? थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट करना, थोड़ा सा लाइक, ओके आई ट्राइड, अगर मैं करूंगा तो फिर ठीक है, इतना चलेगा. हाँ ठीक है, थोड़ा फिर मॉक को छोटा करना पड़ेगा मुझे, बट ओके. है ना। चलो, तो कमिंग बैक, अब मैं इस क्वेश्चन को देखता हूं, मैं क्या करूंगा, a1 इक्वल्स टू, आराम से a1 इक्वल्स टू -2 an। अब मैंने लेक्चर्स के अंदर बार बार सर ने बताया है n+1 टर्म को फ्री करो, तो मैं n+1 टर्म को फ्री करूंगा और वहां लिखूंगा an -n-2। तो एनी टर्म, this is something that you need to realize, any term is equals to nth term minus n-2। अब आपको देखना चाहिए a2 क्या हो जाएगा, इससे आएगा -2 -2 -4, ऐसे कर, मतलब कुछ सीरीज चलेगी, but okay, it's completely fine. Next time you need to practice more. How many questions will you target? I'm not target, अभी तो मैं तुम्हें एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ ना, और एल्स अभी मैं क्वेश्चन कितने टारगेट करता हूँ वो डिपेंड्स ऑन द मॉक। इस क्वेश्चन में, इस पेपर में शायद मुझसे 5 क्वेश्चन बने क्योंकि पेपर टफ होगा, शायद मुझसे 15 बन जाए क्योंकि पेपर इजी होगा। तो नेवर हैव अ सेट टारगेट कि मुझे इतना टारगेट लेके जाना है, ऑलवेज पुट योर बेस्ट। आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग माय बेस्ट। ओके, अब मैंने क्या किया, मैंने इसको अपने फॉर्म में लिख दिया। आई होप सो आपको वो कैलकुलेशन वाला पार्ट दिख रहा है ना। तो an+1 an, तो a1 दिया हुआ है -2, ठीक है। तो मुझे पता है कि a2 कितना हो जाएगा, an की जगह पे रखूंगा -2, n की जगह पे रखूंगा -2, 2 ये हो जाएगा -6, a3 की जगह पे रखूंगा। ये सब हमारी प्रैक्टिस अब पिक्चर में आती है, यहाँ पे हमारी प्रैक्टिस पिक्चर में आती है। ओके, अब मैं यहाँ पे हमारा पूरा पूरा जो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ प्रैक्टिस है वो सब पिक्चर में आता है। an -2 -5, ठीक है। तो 11 15 -17। आई होप अगर मैं कैलकुलेशन कर दूं तो बता देना, बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग वेरी कॉन्शियस थिंग। मैं बोर्ड पर अभी यहाँ जब ऐसे सॉल्व करता हूँ तो पता नहीं चलता है, बट एक्चुअल में हो जाता है -22 -24, ठीक है। क्या दिख रहा है, एक सीरीज मिली है, -2 -6 -11 -17 -24, कुछ चल रहा है। एक मुझे दो चीज होती है, या तो एक एपी चल सकता है या तो कोई जीपी चल सकता है। मैं देखूंगा एपी नहीं है, जीपी नहीं है। एपी क्यों नहीं है, अच्छा इनके बीच में डिफरेंस कितने का है, इनके बीच में डिफरेंस है 4 का, है ना, -4 का। ओके, और इनके बीच में डिफरेंस -5 का, इनके बीच में डिफरेंस -6 का, इनके बीच में डिफरेंस -7 का। इंटरेस्टिंग डिफरेंसेस आर इन एपी। व्हाट आई हैव डन इन माय प्रैक्टिस कि मैं फर्स्ट टर्म को लिखता था, एक बाहर एक ब्रैकेट लगाया, -4 -5 ऐसे करके पूरा सीरीज बना दो। ये सब प्रैक्टिस से ये सब डिटरमाइन करता है। हाँ, इंग्लिश में इमोशंस एक्सप्रेस नहीं हो पाते एक्चुअली। आई एम रियली सॉरी, आई एम नॉट दैट गुड विद कॉन्फिडेंस विद इंग्लिश, सो काइंडली एडजस्ट। यू कैन बी गुड विद ओके। बेटा एक्स, बेटा स्क्वायर लॉग, बेटा पिछला क्वेश्चन है, पिछला क्वेश्चन मुझे पर्सनल पूछता, बट अभी मेरा जो मोटिव है वो मैं समझा नहीं पाऊंगा इस तरह। अगर मेरे इस क्वेश्चन में 2 से 3 मिनट भी जाते हैं, डजेंट मैटर। अभी तो मैं तुमसे बहुत बात कर रहा हूं, बट स्टिल अगर आप इस क्वेश्चन को 2 मिनट भी सॉल्व करते हो, परफेक्टली फाइन, परफेक्टली फाइन। -2, अब मैं अगर सीरीज को ऐड करता हूं, -4 -5, अगर ये एपी ऑफ nth टर्म चल रहा है तो मैं -2 और इसमें एक माइनस साइन कॉमन ले दो, 4 5 6 डैश डैश डैश। कौन सा टर्म निकालना है मुझे, अब देखता हूं मैं, 50th टर्म निकालना है मुझे। तो फर्स्ट टर्म में मैं कितने टर्म ऐड करूं, अगर मैं फर्स्ट टर्म में सेकंड टर्म में जाने के लिए एक टर्म ऐड करता था, थर्ड टर्म में जाने के लिए 2 टर्म ऐड करता था, तो 50th टर्म में जाने के लिए 49 टर्म्स ऐड करूंगा, और 49 टर्म्स फ्रॉम 4 टू ये। अब लिटरली नाउ दिस इज नॉट समथिंग आई कैन elaborate again and again। a to a, 49 terms, n by 2, that is 25 into 2a plus n minus 2a मतलब 8 plus n minus 1 that is 49 into 1, ठीक है। तो ये सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा, -2 -25 8 plus 49 57। अब इसको कैलकुलेशन ये करना पड़ेगा, दिस इज नॉट समथिंग सेव योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम, आपके एक्चुअल स्टेप पे शायद ऐसे कुछ आ जाए। इसको सॉल्व कैसे करना है, -2 -25 -57। अब प्लीज देख लेना जो भी कैलकुलेशन है, बट यहाँ पर कुछ ना कुछ तो मेरा एक आंसर आएगा ही। लेट मी डू द कैलकुलेशन एज वेल सो दैट एटलीस्ट यू कैन build things with me। So -25 into 57, 25 into 57, how about I multiply 25 with 50? 25 with 50 will give me 50 125 1250 and 57, 7 into 25 कितना हो जाएगा, 7 into 25 150, 150 plus 25 175। तो 1250 plus 175, 1250 plus 175, 1350 1375 1375। ओके, अच्छा कौन सा मेरा कैलकुलेशन देख लेना। ओके ओके ओके, दैट्स व्हाई आई आस्क यू टू मेरा कैलकुलेशन मुझे बता दो, क्योंकि बोर्ड पे ऐसे समझ नहीं आ रहा है। ओके ओके, मैंने क्या गलती किया है, A1 A2 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 A2, लेट मी चेक where to give this mock test। बेटा this is, if you haven't then don't spoil your mock right now। ओके ओके, है ना। तो अगेन समथिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू द कैलकुलेशन पार्ट, दिस इज समथिंग नॉट अब यहाँ पर मेरा टीचिंग पार्ट खत्म होता है, आपका कैलकुलेशन पार्ट शुरू होता है। उसके बाद क्या दिया हुआ था, A50 का मॉड, जो भी होगा आई विल कंसिडर दिस। अभी मैं कुछ भी लिख रहा हूँ, बट यहाँ पे इस पॉइंट तक तो मेरा आंसर आ जाता ना। लेट से मैंने कुछ भी लिख दिया है, आंसर इज हाँ ठीक है, लोग किसी बच्चे ने मुझे बताया तो मैं उसकी हेल्प कर रहा हूँ, मैं थोड़े से चीटिंग कर लिया, बट एंड ऑफ द डे कैलकुलेशन, इस चीज को भी इग्नोर करो, बट पॉइंट सिर्फ इतना ही है कि आपने इस क्वेश्चन को 2 मिनट के अंदर भी सॉल्व कर लिया, योर जॉब इज डन। 1 3 2 5 लेट्स है ना, लेट्स से सेव नेक्स्ट। आई कम टू दिस पार्ट 1/x³ 1/2 and 3। अब अगर मैंने इसको मार्क फॉर रिव्यू भी कर रखा है, बट कॉन्फिडेंस उतना नहीं है, अगर लगता है देयर आर मोर थिंग्स दैट यू कैन स्टिल डू बेटर, आई वुड स्टिल स्किप इट। ये मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी के अंदर, मैं इस क्वेश्चन को मैं कर सकता हूँ। आई सी दिस 20 फैक्टोरियल, ओके। अब मुझे राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट दिखाना है। आपकी प्रैक्टिस इतनी होनी चाहिए, आपको रियलाइज हो जाना चाहिए कि राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट मतलब सारे जीरोस हो चुके हैं, और नॉन जीरो जब आता है, अगर 20 फैक्टोरियल में मैं सारे नंबर ऑफ जीरोस काउंट करता हूं, ओके, विच इज द राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट, हाउ अबाउट आई फाइंड द राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट। आपको मैं इसको, इस लाइफ की रिकॉर्डिंग अवेलेबल होगी, यस इस लाइफ है ना। तो लेट्स सॉल्व इट 20 फैक्टोरियल अपॉन अच्छा वो पिछला क्वेश्चन को अभी छोड़ो, अभी इस क्वेश्चन पे आ जाओ। माय पॉइंट इज नॉट टू सॉल्व योर क्वेश्चंस, माय पॉइंट इज टू लेट यू नो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मेंटालिटी आई एम कीपिंग इन द क्वेश्चन, ठीक है। 20 फैक्टोरियल, अब 20 फैक्टोरियल के अंदर राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट देखना है। राइट मोस्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट मतलब मुझे सारे नंबर्स मल्टीप्लाई, अगर मुझे नंबर्स भी देखने पड़े तो मेरे ख्याल से कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं। 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, आई डोंट थिंक सो आई विल बी वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम राइटिंग दिस एज वेल, क्योंकि दिखता है यार, ये क्वेश्चन अगर मुझे दिख रहा है तो दिख रहा है, ठीक है। 18 19 20, ठीक है। तो हाउ अबाउट फर्स्ट लेट्स इग्नोर द 2 5 वाला पार्ट, एक 2 5 2 5 तो ये मैं ऐसे कट कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि ये जीरो बना देगा, ठीक है। इससे क्या आएगा, इससे लेट्स से एक ये तो 10 पूरा ही हटा दूंगा मैं, एक ये जीरो भी पूरा हटा दूंगा। अच्छा यहाँ से एक 3 आएगा और वो 5 इसके साथ मिलके 4 हो जाएगा। तो अब मैं कुछ रफ चीज कर रहा हूँ, अब मेरे पास क्या बच रहा है, 3, अच्छा नोटपैड नहीं लिख रहा, है ना, 3 4 6 4, थोड़ा सा 7 4 9 11 12। अब मैं इस सब में इतना सब विल ग्रामर हेल्प और जस्ट रीडिंग, काइंडली लेट मी डू व्हाट आई एम डूइंग प्लीज, ओके। 16 17 18 19, अब मैं इतना सारा लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, तुम्हें पता है हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं। इसको देखा 2 कर दिया, 6 2 12 2 कर दिया, 7 2 14 4, है ना, 4 4 16, 6 9 54 4 44, 12 4 48, 8 बचा। अब देख रहे हैं मैं कितना, भले इतना टाइम लगने दो, बट इसके बाद आपके पास फाइनल आंसर तो आता है। हाँ, यू नीड टू कवर कॉन्सेप्चुअल गैप, बट माय पॉइंट इज कि आप इसके बाद धीरे धीरे पहुंचो, इसके बाद आप पहुंचोगे, आंसर तक पहुंचोगे, डोंट वरी। मतलब इतना है कि मैं इतना बोल रहा हूँ, मैं बार बार तुम्हें बता रहा हूँ, बट अगर पेशेंस के साथ करोगे तो आंसर आएगा। 8 13 13 3 से करना है मुझे, कौन सा 13 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है ना, 13 3 8 3 24 4 4 16 6 3 6 3 18, 8 से गया 48 8 56 48 90 54 6 9 54, तो लास्ट में 4 आ गया। ये क्या किया मैंने, यूनिट यूनिट डिजिट को मल्टीप्लाई करता गया मैं, यूनिट डिजिट का मल्टीप्लीकेशन होगा, पहले सारे जीरो हटा दिए, यूनिट डिजिट का मल्टीप्लाई किया। 2 मिनट भी लगा बेस्ट है, कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है। अगर 2 मिनट भी लगा तो भी बेस्ट है, कोई कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है। आप देख रहे हैं मैंने क्वेश्चन कितने करे हैं, 5। ऑल्दो मैंने काफी ज्यादा बोलकर टाइम वेस्ट कर दिया, बट दिस जॉब वुड हैव बीन डन इन 10 मिनट्स। डू यू थिंक जो मैंने, हाँ मैं डाउट्स वही है, एक्चुअली वही गलती कर रहा हूँ, मैं बार बार चार्ट पे देख लेता हूँ और उसमें रिपीट करता हूँ। बट व्हाट आई जस्ट डिड, अटेम्प्टिंग 5 क्वेश्चंस, and clicking on 4 questions, can you do this in 10 minutes? अरे बेटा, उसके मैंने क्या किया, अब मैं ये इसीलिए एक्सपीरियंस भी तो दिखाया था, ये सीरीज लिखी थी मैंने। वेट फॉर सक्षम भैया, टिल द टाइम आई एम राइटिंग दिस, you saw this series, right? What happened with me, I got stuck with this series. What did I realize? Do I need to stay on this question? Because मुझे एकदम immediately समझ नहीं आया, मैं नेक्स्ट पे पढ़ गया। मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, शायद मैं 1 मिनट वेस्ट भी कर देता, बट मैं नेक्स्ट पे पढ़ गया। देयर विल बी, पेपर को डायनामिकली अटेम्प्ट करना सीखो, ठीक है। माय एंटायर पॉइंट वाज टू अभी 25 मिनट तक सिर्फ इतना ही बताना था मुझे कि किस तरह ये जो मैंने किया है ना, सॉल्विंग 3 फर्स्ट 3 11 13, मार्किंग 4 क्वेश्चन, इज अ जॉब ऑफ 10 मिनट्स इफ यू डू इट पेशेंटली, ओके। लेट मी स्टॉप शेयरिंग स्क्रीन। I could have solved the entire paper for you as well. But again, because हम लोग का जो live motive था वो पहले से, but we mess up again. My entire point is that isn't that what I'm trying to teach you? कि प्रेशराइज मत करो अपने आप को. Isn't that what I'm trying to emphasize again and again, that how to relieve this pressure? मैं पहले 10 क्वेश्चन छोड़ने के लिए रेडी हूं, मैं उनको रेड तक छोड़ने के लिए रेडी हूं, मैं 11th क्वेश्चन मार्क कर रहा हूं. हाउ डज दैट नॉट प्रेशराइज मी? सर एक डाउट था 1/x + 1 तो ये चीज मैंने पढ़ाया हुआ है लेक्चर्स के अंदर. दिस इज द कंसेप्चुअल पार्ट. 1/x + 1 ये वाले जो क्वेश्चन है इसको कंसेप्चुअल जितना भी मेरा स्पीड देखते हो, literally that speed of writing that equation of y² - 5y + 4 = 0, getting into the form of y - 1 into y - 4 itself is something you should know in 10 seconds. At least this in English, please. Okay. Okay. The same cheese, try it in MCQ. Each one of you, this is my request. Pick up the entire paper. Now I'll be sharing the cutoffs and gifts as well. But pick up the entire paper. Pick up one mock just for experimenting. Pick up a mock and attempt it. Just what I did here. Being as बढ़िया ऐसे एकदम बिल्कुल fling way में. Okay, आ रहा है. Okay, ये आ रहा है. Attempt. Second, okay, नहीं आ रहा. ठीक है. 17th क्वेश्चन. मैं 11th कर रहा हूँ, 17th कर रहा हूँ. बीच में मैंने थोड़े बहुत मार्क कर दिए डिपेंडिंग ऑन क्वेश्चन को रीड करने पे जो फेमिलियरिटी थी, जो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ व्हाट आई फेल्ट रीडिंग द क्वेश्चन, दैट्स व्हेन आई मार्क्ड इट. On the basis of my exposure to a question, I marked it and went to the next one. The entire point is if I even attempted with that patience, calmness, pick up each one of you can attempt one mock just for this experiment. Jao MCQ section mein apply same logic. Read the question. If you feel you can do it immediately. What my immediate action was for that friend's approach. Okay, my friend's approach wala cheese was like something I have done so many times. Maybe for you that question will be of a time speed distance of a number system or of any other chapter. But depending on that particular question, you think that ye main immediately one liner answer dikh raha hai mujhe, aa jayega. Do it then and there. Then what to do? Read. Okay, mark for you. Lag raha hai, ho jayega. Next. That's how you finish an entire section. Even if you spend 7 to 8 minutes on picking up 10 good questions of each and every section, you have done a brilliant job. You have to go back and select these 10 questions and just nail it. I was literally ready to spend 2 minutes on that multiplication. Why? Because मुझे पता है यार यही तो मार्क करके रखा है, ये वाला सॉल्व नहीं करूंगा तो आगे वाले कैसे करूंगा. That's the kind of attitude you need to carry in the entire paper. That's the whole point. Okay, so what 2 key learnings? Keep your patience, because क्या ही बिगड़ जाएगा, ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या हो जाएगा, ज्यादा से ज्यादा पेपर में क्या ही हो जाएगा. You will lose lot of marks or you will fail. वो तो ऐसे ही हमारी नैया तो पहले ही डूबी हुई है, क्योंकि पिछले मॉक में भी प्रेशराइज थे. एटलीस्ट इस मॉक को तो मैं बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा चिल्ड मूड से लेता हूँ. नाउ कमिंग टू कट ऑफ. So cut offs are I can screen share or what? Wait a sec. Let me screen share, or I can just this is what cutoffs I computed depending on how should I just airdrop. Let me share. Just give me a second. I'm screen sharing. So don't get disheartened if you were not able to clear the cutoff. This is not the actual paper. Okay. Are you able to see the Excel what I made through? This is a very biased data. Don't take this data according to for a reason, because of the fact that I had a very limited amount of data set, very limited number of people actually filled the Google form. So this may not have the actual cutoffs, and cutoffs can go, but this is only on the basis of last day's mark. So for general, if someone had got like 20 is like 4 questions right, you have cleared the cutoff. For QA/MCQ, I've got 6 questions right. QA/MCQ is something I feel that is a little higher, क्योंकि actual में बहुत limited is AceIPM good for IPM Indore? Okay, I don't know really. Okay, so if everyone who were texting me again and again for cutoffs, it is in front of you on the screen. Please look at it. Okay, general cutoffs is general लिखा हुआ है ना? I hope so visible. It's visible, right? General, everything is there. So one of the biggest thing that this is what happened with me, many people. English का कट ऑफ रह जाता है, even the good ones who are good non maths होकर maths का क्लियर कर लेते हैं और English का रह जाता है. So one of the learning, never ever ignore BA. That's the learning of your life. काश जनरल का ना होता. Okay, stop this. Okay, stop this attitude. Okay. It's a good thing out from जनरल. ठीक है ना यार, अब जो चल रहा है चल रहा है. बिल्कुल बॉर्डर पे क्लियर हुआ सर. So my point is, don't abhi tak cut off. I hope so. This is enough, right? Everyone, please take a screenshot so that अब मुझसे कोई मत पूछना. Maths clear नहीं हुआ sir. We'll look into it. We have to figure out how to clear the cutoffs, how to get a better score. Okay. Missed verbal by 6 marks. So this is the point you have to work. भैया MCQ रह गया. Okay. MCQ वाला चीज can be go into 28 as well because number of attempts were also, that category forms were filled by less students. So I can't claim the cutoff that I've given, but still from the given data this is it. Okay, you still have the score in front of you. So पहला आपका गोल होना चाहिए next mock में ये साला score cross करना. Whatever category you are make sure that you are at least scoring minimum. In every mock you are scoring minimum what is in front of you. These are the minimum marks. Again, minimum mark. It should not be your last score. Minimum mark. इसके ऊपर रहना है और ये हो सकता है. 4 questions in QA essay is doable. I could count in front of you. वो friends वाला, second वो log वाला, third वो unit digit वाला, एक और कोई तो हो ही जाएगा. Same for QA MCQ, 6 क्वेश्चन मिल जाएंगे. आपने अगर DI सेट पेशेंस के साथ कर लिया और एक वो टूर्नामेंट वाला कर लिया, 8 क्वेश्चन आपने क्लियरली कर लिए, ये हो गया आपका कट ऑफ क्लियर. तो बेसिक ओवरव्यू ऑफ कट ऑफ क्राइटेरिया प्लीज. ओके. Okay, fair enough. Now I'm stopping my screen share. So hope cutoffs का screenshot ले लिया था. Doesn't matter whatever your cutoff was. Point should be what should be the learnings, and that's what more important is. Coming to the prizes, you'll see soon get a message in the Telegram groups of prizes as well. But okay, bhaiya, what should we be concerned about percentile or score? Concerned about your score. Don't be concerned about your percentile. Overall कितना है cutoff? I hope overall cutoffs कुछ नहीं होता. You only have sectional cutoff. You only need to clear sectional cutoff. Okay. Message him. भैया टूर्नामेंट वाला बताओ. रिश्ता. अरे okay. Yes, the 21 का URR Aman Dhattarwal. अरे okay, thank you. Okay. है ना. So hope so. The entire motive of live analysis was how to proceed in the mock. Even if you spoiled one section, doesn't mean that you're not getting a call, because you could see the cutoff. That is the actual data. These are the number of 10% students actually cleared it. Many students couldn't even clear the cutoff. So that's why that cutoff is so low. Okay, so one of the things that काफी सारे बच्चे मुझे मैसेज करते लिटरली एकदम धमकाने वाले. Okay, so I get it that you don't know how to make a mock and you don't even know anything, and you have created a mock that is way too tough for the paper. Okay, many people. And then one of the students, actually the same one of them from the same students. Okay, really sorry, when I saw the solution I realized that paper was not actually that tough. At least beta, trust me. Then second thing, whenever you want to check the level of mock with your any mock that you're doing, okay, any mock that you are attempting, whenever you want to check the level of the paper with anything, you always pick up previous year papers. See, is the language way too different or something? Sir, इतनी मेहनत से बनाते, ऐसे मत बोला करे. वो तो ठीक है. Where to buy mocks? Ace IPM. You can check out the link, or you can buy mocks from anywhere. यार, Ace IPM है. Okay, okay. Another thing. Now this is a request from my end. Please start attempting more and more mocks as possible. Doesn't mean that you're going to take mocks very casually. For a reason, more number of mocks will at least get you more into the groove. What I mean by that is why I am so chilled of having spent 8 minutes and still solving one question or two questions. Because in one of the previous mock that I attempted, in that I was just solved 2 questions after 10 minutes. And still after 30 minutes, the timeline of 30 minutes, I was able to get 8 questions right. Because of that experience, I am getting more and more comfortable with attempting mocks. I have created certain number of mistakes in the past. Because I have created this many number of mistakes in past good number of mocks, आई एम नोइंग द फैक्ट दैट कि हाँ मुझे पता है कि ये गलती अब मैं नहीं करने वाला हूँ, मैं गलती नहीं कर रहा. Good number of mocks at least will help you clear all your mistakes before your actual paper. What I mean by good number is attempt at least 15 to 20, minimum 15 mocks before your actual paper. Okay. Okay. Now, last thing, comments तो पढ़ना बहुत मुश्किल हो गया because how many students cleared the cutoff? The number of students who attempted, उसमें से 10% of the students were able to clear the cutoff. So let's say 1700 students attempted, so 170 students were able to clear the cutoff. And what I mean by cutoffs is each and every section, not just एक एक. तो पूरे तीनों section का cutoffs 170 students cleared it. ठीक है. हाँ, I just answered Jatin's answer. Okay. Okay. Don't wish for becoming. हाँ, प्लीज डोंट स्पैम. अच्छा, प्राइजेस पे आता हूँ मैं. प्राइजेस भी आएगा ग्रुप पे, आपको सुन एक प्राइजेस के ऊपर एक मैसेज आएगा. बट करेंटली व्हाट माय प्लान इज, यू कैन नो अबाउट दिस आल्सो, देयर विल बी टॉप 100 रैंकर्स तक को हम प्राइजेस देंगे. फर्स्ट टॉप 10 को कैश प्राइजेस होगा टिल 30K. फर्स्ट रैंकर को 10K रुपीज होगा. और वो सब चीज मैं ब्रेक डाउन अभी नहीं देना चाहता हूँ बिकॉज देयर आर फ्यू थिंग्स दैट इज स्टिल चेकिंग, वैलिडेटिंग ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. बट हाँ, आप अगर टॉप 100 में हो, अगर आपका रैंक टॉप 100 में है, देन यू आर डेफिनेटली गेटिंग a good cash, a proper price. What I mean by that is not just counseling session with us, but also few things at your place. Okay. What is the level of, again, the question that Shriyans asked, I just answered it. Whenever you want to check the level of the paper, compare it with previous year paper. You have the data, you have the paper. नहीं है तो IIM इंदौर की वेबसाइट पे जाओ और सर्च करो प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर. You will realize I replicate. Whenever I want to make a mock, I just look at previous year papers, I look at languages and just try to few humble things, थोड़ा mix करता हूँ ये वो और इधर replicate करता हूँ. Always compare my paper with previous year papers. So you should also do that. I'm coming on to the VS strategy. भैया QA में R8 ठीक है, 69 without studying, 20.m, just purchase your course. Great. Okay. Topper score currently. So Nivelan, don't go on that. Topper didn't get 338. Actually, I don't know why students do this. Please don't do this. How would this help you? So if you'll check that student's time, he has only solved it for 2 minutes. Okay, thank God Bhavesh is here. But okay, because there are too many questions and I'm kind of worried. So the point was 230 is the highest marks. Above that, any score that you're looking, specifically these like 330 or 332, 340. So this is someone who has already saw the solutions, know the answer and marked each and every question. Okay, just to, and didn't score 400 so that his score is believable to us, and then we we just give him an award. Okay, you're great, you're so scored. But okay, brother, sister, whatever, I don't know. Okay, please don't do this. This doesn't help you neither in your preparation and doesn't help anyone. So please don't do all these unethical things. Okay, so Bhavesh, you are here. And your screen is having me and not okay. Now we both are.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा lag है, but हाँ, I deleted that attempt, so please don't worry. अब ranking थोड़ा ठीक होगा. Also, there were few corrections, so we'll be sending the mock for the evaluation once more, and फिर the final ranking will come. So don't get worried कि I am in rank 12, मुझे gift नहीं मिला, ये वो. One thing, terms and condition, the rules of the organizers are final. अब इसमें हम time उतना ज़्यादा नहीं डाल सकते हैं and what not.
And don't look for the prizes. Just this was your mock. We did the prize thing was to help you, motivate you to attempt a mock. And at the end of the day, even if you get the first prize, but your prize is the biggest prize that you want. I am Indore. So let's just focus on that for now. And हाँ भैया आपकी आवाज बहुत अच्छी है. Bhavesh, I guess he's talking about you. So,
no, it's you. Also,
आवाज तुम्हारी अच्छी है. No?
I'll bring my mobile so I can see a chat.
Don't go for mobile chat. Just wait here. First give a VS strategy. Because many students section में VS strategy जो मैं already okay. Don't ask personal question, but yes, I have a girlfriend. So coming on the part that what part I was coming on? On the part कि VS strategy बता दो. Many students ask.
All right. You guys are going to be managers at IIM Indore. You guys should not be lawyers or advocates to your choices in VA. And this is something which all of us face. And I'm someone who has given a lot of English Olympiad exams. And there used to be questions and options. And I was like, ऑप्शन ए भी सही है, ऑप्शन बी भी सही है, ऑप्शन सी भी सही है, ऑप्शन डी भी सही है. So how do I know which one is actually correct? Then I asked my teacher and they were like, you have to choose the most appropriate one. Then I was like, what the hell? मुझे ये appropriate लगेगा, आपको ये appropriate लगेगा. How do we go ahead? So what did I do? I started learning English from actual sources instead of relying on my pre-existing English knowledge based on conversations I had with my friends. That is number one. And how do you develop that professional English? You develop that by reading a lot of articles, by going through news magazines, by understanding every other source of English, which is not your friends who only say 10-20 words in English to impress girls. Your objective right now is to look at a question. If you see full solution, you should first think of an answer before coming to the solution. Okay, I believe it's going to be somewhere around this. And after giving mocks and whatnot, even if I read a phrasal verb, मन में आ जाता है कि take off होगा, take out नहीं हो सकता, take in नहीं हो सकता, take off होगा. So then I see the solutions. I mean, when I say solutions, I mean options. And I see the options and I'm like, cool, I have take off here, move in. Because if I don't do that, I'm going to be like, take in. I'm going to read the entire sentence. Swapnil took in, take off. Swapnil took off. I'm going to read this for 1 minute in my head because I am very, very stupid and I'm going to be paranoid about it. So I need to trust myself. I need to build that confidence. And with that confidence, only it is possible for you to go through VA. Number one, don't be an advocate for your answer options. Choose an answer, move ahead. Move ahead. You have a lot of time to come back to it. Mark for review if you have an issue. Now, how do you learn all the phrasal verbs? Many people, they don't put an effort in Googling. Google में डालो phrasal verbs, list of phrasal verbs. There's this really cool flashcard which are available there, right? So you can use them. And I believe there's a Quizlet link where you have a lot of idioms and phrasal verbs where you see the thing, you flip it, you can see if your answer is right or not. And after you do this, don't forget it. Bookmark the web page, come back to it after 1 week. Revision chahiye. Ya fir you're going to forget it. If you're forgetting, don't get demotivated. That is how the human brain works. Forgetfulness is very normal. Even Swapnil must have forgotten few formulas. But how did Swapnil remember? By teaching you all the time again and again and again. Therefore, even he would not be able to do it. Similarly, you need to go through many verbal, phrasal verbs and whatnot and revise English अच्छे से. Swapnil, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, no, great, exactly. You have to keep revising. You need that spike in your, retention. You can get your phone till then. I'll answer a few of them.
One last thing I wanted to say, ki many people, including me, I hated revising because I'm like, why should I revise? I have so much syllabus to complete. Revision is going to be a waste of my time. But revision is going to make sure all the time you spent for the past few months is going to be worthful. Yeah, everything is going to go down the drain. Okay, I'll bring my phone now.
Exactly. But so revision is always, I've highlighted in the last lecture as well, last live class, highlighted my board. Second thing, some student asked me in 2019 paper, definitely Vinayak, I'm going to do this. But we were already on this. I'm going to add 2020, 2019, 21, all the three papers on the mock as a mock. Though you don't need to attempt them as a mock, but you can still check the PDF from the actual website as well. Why we were not attempting it till now? Because हम लोग solutions बनाने में काफी slack कर रहे थे. But once you can give me 1 week in a week on mocks.aceipm portal, you will have all the three previous papers as a mock, as a sectional as well. Second thing, this is something for QA revision. QA MCQ strategy, as I have repeated, follow the same strategy. Give the next mock with the thought that I was giving. Follow it, try it, करके देख लो, शायद जमे शायद ना जमे, ठीक है? But आपको एक बार आपके हिसाब से एक strategy खुद की try करनी पड़ेगी. What I was trying on essay, try the same in MCQ. Third point, someone asked me कि भैया should I try to maximize my VA or should I just try to clear the cutoffs of QA? Isn't that QA and VA are different sections? What I would request you, if you are not able to clear the cutoffs of QA, please put the same pressure on your QA. At the same time, maximize your score VA. I'm asking you to do both. Please don't choose between the two because both of them are equally important. You may clear the cutoffs of each and every section. समझना. और शायद एकदम border line पे हो, तो थोड़ा सा अगर ऐसे ही अगर आप बॉर्डर लाइन का एम करोगे तो यू वोंट बी एबल टू बी इन द टॉप 100 टॉप 200 so that you're even after a bad interview your seat is secured. So what I would request you that if you're targeting to just clearing the cutoffs, do that as well at the same time. दोनों चीज करना है आपको, वो भी वर्बल को भी मैक्सिमाइज करना है, मैक्सिमाइज 100 to 110 पे जाओ, 120 पे जाओ, 130 पे जाओ. Do it as much as possible because that's something you are good at. If you are something you're good at, then you should use that. And if because I have seen students, because there were previous students in 21 as well, जिनका QA बहुत dicey सा था, but they were really good in BA, good enough to even score 100 out of 120. So something I asked, be good with it. Make sure that you are scoring that in your actual paper as well. But QA के साथ थोड़ा 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 push करते रहो. तो दोनों चीज जरूरी है, दोनों चीज जरूरी है, ठीक है. ओके हो गया. आई गेस मैंने तीनों आंसर. वर्बल ही खराब है. Saksham भैया is not coming because of some issue, he was not able to join in the first place. ठीक है, इधर दोनों में एवरेज है, no need to worry about that. भैया 90 आए मॉक में, कैसे improve करूं and keeping boards in mind? You have to again please, I don't know what your name is, happy dude, I really don't know my score. I got an interview call, but though the interview didn't go well at all, so can't explain. I'll someday share you my interview experience as well. It went into all argument. I was a very bad kid at that time. So coming to the later, काफी सारे आ गए. So I didn't get my score, Ayushman. Okay, so I am not having my score. Previous year for both, I am in the Rohtak, please. I don't have the Rohtak paper, but yes. Should I memorize all the grammar rules or reading a lot of articles? Read articles every day 20 minutes. At the same time, whenever you get time, give time to your grammar as well. Why do you think only 1 hour marks? Both the things require your time. How to deal QA? टूर्नामेंट करो. वंश, यू आर अ कोर्स स्टूडेंट राइट, मेरे को डीएम करना, मैं तुम्हारे को टूर्नामेंट अभी हम व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे समझा दूंगा, ठीक है. सर आप मजे नहीं करते, बस काम ही करते हो. ये मेरा यही तो मजा हो गया, मैं तुमसे इंटरेक्ट कर रहा हूँ, इतना हंस लेता हूँ, इसमें कितनी बार तो हंसता रहता हूँ लाइव क्लास में. वर्बल कैसे ठीक करूँ? अरे गुलशन, अभी भावेश भैया को मैं स्पेसिफिकली इसलिए बुलाया था कि पूरा वर्बल का पूरा बता सके. Okay, how did I excel? Okay, when I talk about VA, I think that it's not my forte per se, because that's not, I'm not good with speaking. At the same time, I don't carry that confidence. But मैंने जो last live था उसमें पूरा एक 10 minutes I ate away of that last live class explaining how I used to steal marks in VA and how I changed my strategy from getting 6 out of 160 in first mock to getting 96 in the last mock. That's my best score that I could get in VA in my IPMAT Indore mocks. Okay, how to improve score in RC? Again, Raghvendra, I have highlighted for RCs. Not always you have to go for the right option. Please try to, eliminate the options. Option elimination will help you a lot. Take how to deal with grammar. You have to always keep one of the things. Last time I am repeating it because last live class में भी same चीज हो गया था, तो please उसकी recording देख लेना, वरना redundant process हो जाएगी. And so that I can conclude the class. It's already 1 hour plus. Okay. Whenever you're appearing for any test, make sure that you're coming back and analyzing it. That's the most important part for QA and VA as well. Even if you got the right answer. Yes, I said this. Even if you got a right answer in VA, analyze it. Check it that did you have the same thought that author wanted you to have. That's first thing you need to note down. Did you carry the same exact line of area? You had this guesswork. Guesswork पेपर में काम नहीं आएगा. आपने ग्रामर क्वेश्चन के लिए guesswork कर दिया, वो काम नहीं आएगा. आपने मॉक के सॉल्यूशन में जाकर देखना है what is that grammar rule that was used here. If you didn't remember it, didn't know it, note it down. Keep process this redundant, tiring, long, time-taking process. Do this. This will increase your score. I have seen students increasing their score drastically, just making sure that they are analyzing it, making sure that they are, noting down, repeating the grammar rules that they have messed up in the previous mock. आप 15 मॉक अटेम्प्ट करते हो, एक मॉक के अंदर अगर 4 ग्रामर रूल डिस्कस हो रहे हैं, अगर थोड़ा बहुत भी इंटरसेक्शन होता है तो 2 ही ले लो. 2 ग्रामर रूल अगर होते हैं, 30 ग्रामर रूल्स भी अगर तुम ऐसे लेके जाते हो, वेरी वेरी ग्रेट प्रोबेबिलिटी कि एक्चुअल पेपर में आपको कुछ ना कुछ सेम निकलेगा. नॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ व्हाट इट्स रिक्वायर्ड. ठीक है, तो आई होप वी कैन एंड द क्लास नाउ. ऑलरेडी 1 hour now.
नहीं. So it's about perspective shift for VA and English and IPMAT, right? So Vani actually has a really good story on how she improved her score, because she also had to dramatically shift it. She also had to learn it, and she put a lot of efforts, and I believe it's the best thing you can hear right now for VA. Vani, the floor is yours.
Hello. Okay. So really sorry, very end moment, but yeah. So basically, we're live, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. One major thing that I did was it was not a gap in my level of preparation, but rather in my basically how I was giving the mock. So I would try to attempt all of the questions, and that wouldn't work out because I would receive a comparatively very low mark in my, because of negative marking. And also I wasn't able to focus on my strengths and was more focused on my weaknesses. So in my sectional tests, I've given a few sectional tests for VA, and we started off with around like 80, 90, and now I'm able to take it up to 100. So 100, 110. So basically the main reason for that was that this was in a time gap of like 10 days. So there was no extra preparation that was involved. Before, what I would do was I would skip the RCs. I still do that. Before, I would skip the RCs and go to the remaining questions and solve those. But that was not the best way to go forward for me, because in trying to attempt all the questions, like for example, I'm not good at idioms. So I would mess up all of those questions always. And the time that I spent trying to figure out the correct answer was say 2 to 3 minutes, and I was unconsciously losing that. So what I do now is I'll skip those questions completely. I'll move on to everything that I know, phrases, completing the sentence parajumbles. Then I'll come back to my RC. Before, because of the pressure that I was taking, trying to solve the remaining paper, I was not even able to focus on my RC properly. So now I know what I need to do. I need to attempt as much as I can from after the RC, and then come back to the RC later. Because everybody needs to figure out their way of solving the VA section. I know that Bhavesh solves it in a way that he first does the RC, gets done with that, and just follows the order that's there in the mock. But for me, coming back to it later is important, because if I do it in the start, I start to just give too much time to it, not realizing that I have around, more than 25 questions remaining to do after the RC. So that is why I like to do the remaining first. It also does not require a lot of reading. And then when I come back to the RC, I know that I need to really read now. I need to be excited. So I read that, I get that done. So that is two things that I did, to make my score go up without any extra preparation. Another thing is, again, skipping the questions is very important. So I try to think of a score that would be able to achieve at the current moment. I thought, okay, maybe I can do 120. And to get a 120, you need to get 30 questions out of 40. So now in my head, I'm like, okay, 10 questions, even if I don't attempt, I'm able to get up to my target score. So in the same way, you can think of a score. It can be 80, 84, comparing, like after you're done with the mock and then you go through the questions and you see it and you realize that, okay, if I would have paid slightly more attention, I would have gotten this right. So thinking of it in that way, you can figure out the number of questions that you can, basically do. So it can be 20 for you, it can be 25 for you. And after that, your 15 questions say you can leave. Now you have a thing in your mindset that, okay, I have 40 minutes left to do 25 questions. And of course, that's not where it stops. Once you achieve that score of 80, 84, 120, whatever it is, you need to keep making it go higher every mock that you give. And analysis is very important. So say you're making mistakes in parajumble every time, or you solve like 50 60 questions of parajumbles, try to understand the best way to solve it. If you think that it's not something that you want to focus on at all, and if you think that in RC, you're just one step away from getting all right, then you can just, after your analysis, you can just focus on RCs in a way that you can get all of those perfectly fine. And just parajumbles are a pain, and you want to just keep it for the end and make the rest of the test perfect. So for this mock, again, it's really more about how you approached it and less about what we can tell you how to do. So try to devise a way that if you're someone who procrastinates on an answer, that's what I do. I will look at a question and I'll look at the answer options, and I'll keep rethinking like what's right, what's wrong. And because of that, a lot of time goes away in which I can solve other questions. So if you're that kind of person, you need to determine what you want to pick up first and do. Yep. And Bhavish, are you here? What happened?
My mic was not on. Thank you, Vamshi, for noticing it. OBS का sound में off like Zoom में था. Anyways, starting again, to sum it up, all of you need to give mock. The reason why we advertise this mock so much was that you break your bubble, you break your inertia, and you start giving mocks. That's the entire thing. No matter where your preparation is, no matter how much syllabus you have done, if you are a 2022 aspirant, it is going to be more beneficial to you to give 10 mocks than to complete your syllabus by 10%. Because when you give a mock, you're going to analyze them. You're going to learn the concepts of the questions that are in the mocks, right? So that is the most important thing.
One more thing, even in the comments, this is a lot. WPME does help a lot. From last year, I've given the IPMAT exam last year. I did not, get through the VA cutoff. My mock scores weren't where they are right now. And I've done WPME throughout the year, and it has helped because you don't need to learn a lot of words. You need to learn how to understand words in the sentence, in the paragraph. And right now you're at a stage where you cannot increase your reading speed per se. So, your aim in that case could be to tackle like idioms or phrases where it's something that can be slightly memorized instead of understood. And
one more important thing, in Max, if you go now in our learning module of time and work where Swapnil is teaching completely free, learn.aceipm.com, after you listen to him for 20-30 minutes, you will be able to solve questions of time and work using the MRT table. In English, after you study idioms and phrases for 30 minutes, there's a very high possibility you're still going to solve nothing in RC, nothing in VA. Because those 20-30 minutes are not enough for the big scope of VA. It's a huge world. Learning 30 words is not going to help you because the dictionary has way too many. So don't get, don't get frustrated by yourself if VA scores are not increasing. You might not be able to see it unless you're giving mocks for the past 6-7 months. Only then you will be able to see the slope of difference in the case of VA. So what I want to do now is those who've had a wonderful time here, you guys can, jump, have a good day, have a good sleep. Achhe se, make a plan tonight when you're in your bed, try and visualize and manifest what kind of life you want to live after 2-3 months, which college you want to be in, and work your ass off for that. Until then, we are going to have a quick question and answer for people who want to stay, and we are going to end it exactly in 10 minutes. I'm from IIM Ranchi for anyone wondering, and all the questions are going to be answered now, and I'm looking at the live chat. Okay, Alpit Gupta, please remove the take test attempt. The reason for that is we are not going to remove it because we don't want people to come and gosh themselves. You can see your rank now. Take a screenshot, keep it, and that's your rank in terms of the people who gave it during these days. Kushagra, give a timeline for the next 2 months. You need to see, we have a list of chapters available in the IPM ka mock analysis, IPM ka paper analysis video, the past year papers. Take the list of questions, the list of topics, take a list of max topics. You have around 30-40 topics and say 1 day for each topic and you're going to go full in on it. You're going to solve 10 questions from it. You're going to watch few concept videos of that, and that should be your thing. Right now, you cannot relax for anything. Kashish, Rohtak ka previous year papers are not published, so we do not have it exactly word to word. Shashank Singh, you do not have to do the BBA booster. My score in IPM, I'll be honest. So I could not clear the MCQ cutoff by 2 marks for Indore. And you know why? People guess why. Why could I not clear the cutoff of MCQ Indore last year? Till then, IPMAT Indore overall out of 400, try to get more than 200. That should be your safe score sort of thing. Harshita Arora, prices ke baare mein we will be discussing later. Yep, exactly. Because of DI, I wasted 15 minutes out of the 30 in the DI because I'm like, ho jayega. Long story short, nahi hua. So that's the thing. Madhavi, yes, you can see the solutions after writing the mock. Anag, I gave the mock without any preparation and did worse in QA. Can you please tell me which chapter should be prioritized? So, watch the past year IPMAT analysis video. We cannot say which chapters are important or what has to be prioritized, mainly because questions come from each and every, nook and corner of mathematics. Some years you have a lot of questions from determinants and matrices. Some year you have some permutation and combination. So make sure you know the basics of each and every topic अच्छे से. JPAT papers, I'm not sure about that, if that is coming or not. I haven't completed the portion yet. How do I proceed? Aditya, number one, don't be worried. You have literally 95% of the IPMAT aspirants in the same boat as you. You have 60 goddamn days, right? And there are people who have cleared the exam without completing the entire syllabus, but that doesn't mean you're going to procrastinate. Your job is still to, cover the syllabus, make a list of the topics that come in mathematics, solve each day by day, complete each day by day, and make sure you do not, become lazy or procrastinate in the last moment. Meenakshi Vani's given her second attempt this year. Laksh, am I in campus? No. Safe score is 200. Safe score is dependent on multiple variables. Number one, level of difficulty of the paper. Number two, the number of seats available in the college. Number three, the performance of the students and aspirants that particular year, right? So these three factors can change. Maybe you guys become very smart and the competition increases, so the cutoffs will go up. Maybe the question paper is really hard, the cutoffs are going to go down. Because from 2019 to 20, when the paper went from 400 marks to 240 marks, the cutoffs still remain the same. What does that say, right? Exactly, Shashank. There's no safe score. Try to maximize your score right now. Yashish, vocab कैसे improve करें? You need this. You need this. Laksh, yes, my college is open. Raghavendra, I've answered this 3 times so far. You are going to have a 400 mark exam, which is 100 questions. Ask Saksham and Swapnil, no comments. Yogesh, if you're able to devote half an hour to 1 hour, that would be amazing. Inish, WPM is not boring. WPM is so goddamn interesting. But yep, it is 9:55. I don't want to take too much of your time. So, we'll all see you soon, and we are going to have so many more All India Mocks, and you guys will be notified. So please join the Ace IPM Telegram channel without fail. Please, goddamn, join it, and all the announcements come over there. So, what should you all do? Chat me below. The prices will be given later. Sejal, for the mocks that are put out, after you give the attempt, you can see the solutions immediately. Yep, the next All India mock will be after boots, so we'll see you then. You will get advertisements on YouTube to annoy you and to notify you too. Plus, now that we have your email and mobile number, हम message कर देंगे. Get to know All India mock. Let's go. Because after boots, you are going to have competition of 2,000, 3,000 people, and with them, it's going to be a party. Okay, IPMAT party, all of you. Tata, bye bye. Have a beautiful day. I'll be ending the live now.